as I haven't been able to get to my garden for some time. Everything's looking a little limp. I did harvest cucumbers from here prior to that. First cucumber of the year harvested. So we've had some from there. I've just watered this morning. The okras, not so many of them as I would have hoped. Some aubergines from previous years. We have a nightshades popped up in here. But these are all the different varieties of beans. If you want to know what my beans are in this bed, I've done a whole video on sowing them and planting them, explaining what's where. So lots of beans coming up there. I may just put some more beans between when I get the energy to do that. Some are doing better than others. I decided I should have planted them out sooner than letting them go long indoors. So they're the ones that, although they're growing very well, they're the ones that don't look so green and healthy. And then we have peppers and a nice big melon plant growing there. Lots of peppers coming along. And I'm trying growing them in clusters this year just to see how that works. I started these off in my indoor garden in the bottom of big water container plastic bottles, and then literally transplanted them straight in en masse. So I'm going to see how that works, because that was a lot easier to do this year. And some onions. The next bed is now mostly beetroot, grown in the same manner, cluster. They will push themselves away from each other, so don't worry about they're so overcrowded. As they grow, they will push out. They've already expanded quite a lot because I didn't grow them that wide, obviously, in a plastic bottle. Have a lettuce I've done lots of harvesting from, and I also use these lettuces a lot at the beginning of the year, and these go to seed now. So I will have more free lettuce seeds next year. I haven't planted anything in these. I did try some seeds, but they got eaten. And I've now put some manure, free manure from the stables, in the top, so they can rot down. And then we have zucchinis, which I've got a couple I need to harvest from there. They've all had massive flowers on. Let's just show you the two that I'm about to harvest, if I can find them. It's like hide and seek. Ah, there's one in there, so that's going to be harvested. And the other one, like I can't see it because it's big, it's in here, so we're going to harvest that one, and they're going to go in the freezer. So that's a little update. Rocket, white icicle radish, and yellow Uzbek carrots. bed area, the rocket is growing well, and some radish. This is the white icicle radish with the rocket. I've harvested the first beans of varying types, and I seeded some more to fill any gaps, and they're all coming up very well. And this one is actually, I'm pretty sure, a cucumber, but it called itself a bean. I have that in my FRUGAL bed area. The pumpkins are nicely nourished and nurtured and planted out into the FRUGAL bed, and I was so pleased with them. They were doing so well. And as you know, seeds all look very different, pumpkins and chilli, but they've grown into the most amazing chillies. So look out for those in my next FRUGAL culture bed update. I now have 2 melons. This was the first one that you may have seen growing. These are very sweet yellow melons, very nice. And now I see a second one. I put them up on the edge rather than let them droop. That's something about raised beds. You don't need to worry about hanging nets or anything like that if you grow them in a raised bed. Just balance them on the edges. And the peppers are coming along very well in this bed. This is the first time I've actually grown peppers in a raised bed, and as you know, I clustered them. Some people thought I'd grown them too close together, but as you can see, they naturally will spread out. There's peppers coming already. The onions have gone to seed, which I wanted because I've run out of onion seeds. I've harvested so many zucchinis, squash and beetroot and radish. I see we have another one coming through now. Again, as I harvest, I actually sow some more. So there's another zucchini. In the raised bed area, we've been having so many cucumbers. Again, every time I have a cucumber, I save the seeds and throw them in the bottom, and they're always reproducing. So here we have some new baby ones, and there's a lot underneath there coming up as well.